and I. To walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
come in an easy way, round in circles I'd go.
Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy.
I'd let my golden chances pass me by.
Soon you leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know
again I would try to say all I'd want you to know.
if I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I let my golden chances pass me by.
Soon you'd leave me, and off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to go. I love you. If I loved you. And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times I sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. But through it all, and I faced it all, I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. But then, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing. And to think I did all that, and must I say, not on a shy way. Oh no, 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 not me. Yes, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things and not the words of one who kneels. I took it all, I took the blows and did it my yes, I did it my way.
Climate change is a speeding train. It's ramming through stations and it's headed straight for us. So what's ING doing? We're trying to help slow it down while also preparing for what could happen if it doesn't. It starts at home, so we use 100% renewable energy and have big targets to keep doing better. But as a bank, for us it's really about two things: how our business impacts the climate and how climate impacts our business. Our biggest impact on climate is through our financing. We finance billions of euros of green projects and companies around the world. We say a flat-out no to certain businesses and yes, but to others, outlining sustainability changes they'll have to make first and then helping them to make them. We innovate with things like sustainability-linked products, where rates are linked to sustainability performance. And most importantly, we finance the new technology needed to reach a net zero world by 2050. Things like battery storage and newer, greener ways to make steel. We steer our portfolio towards this technology and away from high carbon technology and measure our progress with our Terra approach. Of course, while we try to make a positive impact on climate change, we also have to limit the impact of climate change on our business. There's physical risks like floods and wildfires, and there's transition risks like what happens to car makers who haven't started making any electric cars once those are the only ones legally allowed to be sold. To be resilient to these risks, we have to identify them, understand them, figure out how likely they are, and what their potential impact could be. Those insights shape our business strategy. We do our part as a bank, together with our clients, and commend others who are doing the same. But fighting climate change has to be a united global effort. We call upon regulators and governments to play their important role as well. We've come a long way, and we know that we still have a long way to go. But sitting still is not an option. We're focused on the future, moving step by step to make the biggest difference we can. For us, for our clients, for the world.
Our command, the touch of goodness is at hand. Trailblazing with all our might, the nation's dreams are now in sight. With transparency as our creed, we are trendsetters on the lead. We are Phoenix, giving hope to the world with the banner of love unfurled, transcending global challenges, enhancing breakthroughs and changes. We are Phoenix, reaching for excellence, keeping up with our confidence. In hearts and mind, all will see we are Phoenix, forever we will be. We are Phoenix, forever we will be.
May we request everyone to stand and join us in prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. Dear Lord, we offer this gathering to you and ask you to bless it with your wisdom and grace. We thank you for this opportunity for us to be together. We ask that you enlighten our minds and pour out on us the spirit of understanding. Guide us in our discussions and help us to know what it is pleasing to you. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please join me in honoring the first ING Finex CFO of the Year,
Our ING Finex CFO of the Year,
our CFO of the Year awardee,
our CFO of the Year.
And now, the ING Phoenix CFO of the Year is... For more than a decade now, global financial institution ING and the Financial Executives Institute of the Philippines, or PHINEX, the umbrella organization of more than 800 finance and business professionals, have been shining the spotlight on the Philippines' best CFOs to promote good corporate governance in the country. Choosing the CFO of the Year follows a set of qualitative and quantitative criteria. This set of criteria was designed by the PHINEX Foundation and the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. The criteria gives equal weight to the CFO's performance in 4 key roles. As steward, the CFO preserves the assets of the company by minimizing risk and getting the books right. As an operator, the CFO runs a tight finance operation that is efficient and effective. As a strategist, the CFO helps to shape overall strategy and direction in the company. As a catalyst, the CFO drives change in financial approach and mindset, so the entire organization performs better. The award's stringent and meticulous search and selection process starts with the nomination of the CFO. The search is open to a CFO from any company registered and operating in the Philippines, whether local or foreign-owned, privately held or publicly listed. The ING Phoenix CFO of the Year Award is the most prestigious and coveted recognition in the Philippines finance profession. The CFO is recognized as the best among the best from no less than his peers and colleagues in the industry. The CFO joins the growing ranks of past awardees, some of whom have become chairmen or CEOs of top organizations. The CFO gains exposure for himself, his organization, and his advocacy. The CFO is awarded a glass trophy especially designed by renowned Filipino glass sculptor Ramon Orlina. Shining the spotlight for more than a decade now, the ING Phoenix CFO of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year Award ceremonies. Broadcasting live at the Palacio de Memoria in Parañaque City with a simulcast on Phoenix's official Facebook and YouTube page. Tonight, we will shine the spotlight on the country's most outstanding finance chief, the game-changing CFO who's leading the new game. To formally start tonight's festivities, may we call on the overall chairman of the CFO of the Year Award Committee, the risk advisory partner at Navarro Amper and Company, Deloitte Philippines, Mr. Enrique Victor Jet Pampolina.
Good evening to everyone. I'm happy and thrilled to open tonight's 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year Awards. I proud to say that after sharing the CFO search in the last 3 years, we've been continuously challenged to improve the search by faithfully identifying, vetting, and helping the judges select the best CFO for the year. Although, again, we all know that our CFOs are the most hardworking and diligent in our organizations, they're almost the most prudent and humble lot that is probably less interested in the limelight or joining awards. So this search will remain to be an inherent challenge for the years to come, given this reality. But I have to say that in the recent years that we have proudly accomplished and raised the gender parity. Imagine we have a one-woman winner out of 13 in 2019. We have made it 3 women awardees in 15 in 2021, having selected 2 outstanding women CFOs in the last 2 years. So that's an achievement. This year, and with the long intent of Phoenix and ING to cast a wider net and making the search more inclusive to cover outstanding CFOs in startup companies, emerging industries, probably non-conglomerates, I'm proud to announce that we have, in fact, a winner coming from that mold, and also the youngest recipient of this award to date. Many first, which I believe can open bigger doors for the search in the coming years. Not to mention that this year's winner is the first awardee to represent a non-Manila-based organization. Okay. The fact that he's also a fellow alumni of a favorite university, the LSU, which an Atenean colleague said probably is just incidental, but is still something to celebrate. So Grant, animo lasal. So in the series of first, I'm also proud to say that we have especially designated this event, awards event, to be different and distinct from the Phoenix GMM. So we kind of really made it unique. We have also selected a non-hotel venue for the awards with the selection of Palacio de Memoria, again, to make it memorable to the winner, his organization, and the awards itself. Not to mention that the awardee will get the much coveted Ramon Orlina piece called Everlasting Trophy. So as I excitedly open the awards, let me thank the ING and the country manager, Hans Sikat, for continuously supporting the Phoenix. He's really the one paying the bill, technically. I also would like to thank my Phoenix liaison director, Toti Bengson, for strongly supporting my committee leadership, reminiscent of how I strongly championed this nomination and winning it in 2019. I also would like to thank as well those who have comprised this year's CFO of the Year search panel, committee members and champions. These are my fellow Phoenix members who painstakingly vetted, reviewed candidates through the interview, non-stop deliberation, not just in our virtual calls, but in our chat groups. And most especially, Renan Piamonte, our vice chair of the search, providing his steady and consistent support, ensuring the smooth selection process. Renan will actually introduce the members in a little while Toti will also introduce the 2022 Board of Judges, so we can thank them as well for their invaluable efforts for this year's election. Again, and for all who made and supported this annual search in the best and most fairest way possible, thank you. A pleasant evening to everyone and a big Phoenix welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Pampolina. Since 2007, year after year, we recognizes the country's outstanding CFOs who help steer their company through challenges. And this will not be possible if not for the support of ING Bank. With this, may we call on the Managing Director and Country Manager of ING Bank NV, Manila Branch, Mr. Hans Sikat, for his message.
Good evening to our distinguished guests, of course, our partners at Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you to the 16th edition of the ING Phoenix CFO of the Year Award. This award ceremony has become an annual event where we gather together, even through the pandemic, to recognize and congratulate the ING Phoenix CFO of the Year. Our awardee this evening, as Jet mentioned, will receive this limited edition glass trophy produced by the multi-awarded artist Ramon Orlina. And like many of the investments a good CFO makes, this is another asset that will continue to increase in value. It's, by the way, second to the last one that we have, right? So please take care of it. Scarcity value. As I was thinking of this event, it occurred to me that our venue today at the Palacio de Memoria perhaps offers a clue to the search process for the CFO of the year. ING and Phoenix have focused the search on finance leaders who've gone above and beyond their traditional responsibilities to lead the continuity and change in their organization and guide the transition between the old and the new normal. And we are here today in an historic location which shows tradition, survival through tough and challenging periods, reinvention, and the ability to thrive in better times. The global pandemic has no doubt brought about a lot of changes, particularly with business strategies. When navigating the pandemic and the challenging economic conditions, CFOs have to take on responsibilities as strategists, catalysts, stewards, operators, and most importantly, game changers of their organization. The global health crisis is largely behind us, but the world is still facing one of the biggest challenges of our times, the climate crisis. We at ING would like to take this opportunity to emphasize the attention on ESG matters to the business owners, finance leaders, and partners in this room. This has been an important discussion point in the role of a CFO. As a bank and ESG thought leader, ING will continue to drive the ESG agenda with our clients. As CEOs and CFOs refocus on long-term challenges and opportunities, they will lead the change in their organizations and inspire others in the efforts to address climate change. With that, thank you for your support in making this the longest running award bestowed to exceptional CFOs that we have in this country. Enjoy the rest of the program and have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sikat. As part of the search for the most outstanding CFO, one must undergo a series of interviews. And part of this process is our search and selection committee. To introduce this year's Search and Selection Committee members, may we call on the Vice Chairman of the CFO of the Year Award Committee, the Risk Management Head and Audit, and Assurance Partner at P&A Grant Thornton, Mr. Renan Piamonte.
Good evening. So they say it takes a village to raise a child. Not quite the same, but perhaps quite as difficult, is choosing the best CFO in the country for 2022. And it wouldn't be possible without the help of the panel members. No? So let me introduce them. Together with us tonight, Ms. Yolanda Yoli Albano, Director of Allied Integrated Holdings. Marilu Malu Cristobal, Chairperson of the MIB Capital Corporation. Domingo, Independent Director, Trustee, Alliance Select Foods International and the Philippine Federation of Japan Alumni. Jose Luis Joey Gomez, Senior Consultant at RCBC. The ever young-looking Mr. Cecilio Paul San Pedro, President and CEO of Sterling Bank of Asia. We also have Ms. Edith Di Chao, Director, Research and Development and Finance, Hilderbrand Associates Business Corp. Mr. Brian Trias, Vice President of CCT Chemicals Incorporated. Right. Unfortunately, we don't have them with us. Three more persons, but we'd like also to thank them. Mr. Senen Bing Matoto, of a capital markets consultant, together with Edmund Allen or EJ Kwahyansen, Vice President and Investor Relations Officer of FINMA Corporation. And lastly, Ms. Maricar Kai Castillo Reyes, President and CEO of Asticom Technology Incorporated. This wouldn't also be possible without the help of our auditors from PwC, Zaldi Aguirre, partner, and Gerald Sanchez, my partner at PNA Grant Thornton. Thank you to the panel members and to the auditors who help us choose the best CFO of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Piamonte. It is not an easy path to be selected as this year's most outstanding CFO. One has to pass through the scrutiny of the Board of Judges. To introduce this year's Board of Judges, may we call the Liaison Director of the CFO of the Year Award Committee, the CFO, Treasurer and Chief Compliance Officer of the Ayala Land Incorporated, and the 13th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, Mr. Augusto Toti D. Bengzon.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing tonight our eminent panel of judges. First, the chairperson of the 2022 Board of Judges, Ms. Chiqui Escarialgo. CEO of Mansmith and Fielders. Everybody's favorite banker, Mr. Hans Sikat. The best Finex president for 2022, Mr. Michael Arcotomi Guarin. Unfortunately, we don't have Attorney Cesar Villanueva, the senior founding partner of Villanueva Gabionza ND Law Office, and SEC Commissioner MacJill Bryant Fernandez. We had 5 judges, and on behalf of Phoenix, we thank you for the hard work, your wisdom. It was a difficult choice. You were faced with candidates who were all deserving to be ING's Phoenix CFO of the Year. But in the end, you chose the best. So thank you very much, and hope to see you again, because we need prestigious judges like yourself to make sure that this event is a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bengzon. We are on the 16th year of shining the spotlight to the most outstanding finance chief. It is only fitting to give recognition to our past awardees. 2007 awardee, Mr. Delphine Chito Gonzalez, former CFO, Globe Telecom Incorporated. 2008 awardee, Ms. Sharisa Baby Nuesa, former CFO, Manila Water Company Incorporated. 2009 awardee, Mr. Jose Joe Sio, former EVP and CFO, SM Investments Corporation. 2010 awardee, Mr. Ismael Baisa, former CFO, Jollibee Foods Corporation. 2011 awardee, Mr. Jaime Ismael, former SVP and CFO, Ayala Land Incorporated. 2012 awardee, Mr. Jeffrey Lim, former CFO, SM Prime Holdings Incorporated. 2013 awardee, Mr. Felipe Yalong, EVP and CFO, GMA Network Incorporated. 2013 awardee, Mr. Jose Jerome Pascual III, former Finance Director and Country Controller, Shell Philippines Explorations BV. 2015 awardee, Mr. Luis Juan B. Oreta, former CFO, Manila Water Company Incorporated. 2016 awardee, Mr. Danny Yu, former CFO, Felix Mining Corporation. 2007 awardee, Mr. Jose Teodoro K. Limcauco, former CFO, Ayala Corporation. 2018 awardee, Mr. Ferdinand K. Constantino, Group CFO, San Miguel Corporation. 2019 awardee, Mr. Augusto D. Bengzon, CFO, Ayala Land Incorporated. 2020 awardee, Ms. Mylene Casiban, CFO, Robinsons Retails Holdings Incorporated. And our last year's awardee, Ms. Annabelle Chua, SVP and CFO, PLDT Incorporated. We have awarded 15 outstanding finance chiefs throughout the years. And tonight, we will meet the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year. But before that, we will be serenaded by Ion and Carlo with a classic Visayan song entitled Matudnila.
Matudnila ako tiniangay nga magmanggat sa imong gugma. Matudnila ikaw dili malipay kay wa ako'y labandi nga kanimo igasa. Kung ang putli mauday pasalig, mao'y bahanding labaw sa bulawan. Matudnila kaano nga lamang sa imong gugma ug paraig. Dili malubong kining pagbati bisan sa unsa nga katarungan. Kay unsa pa'y bili ning kinabuhi kung sa gugma mo hinikawan. Ingna ko nga dili ka matuo sa mga pagdamay ko nga angkon. Ingna ko
This is all what we have been waiting for. The announcement and presentation of this year's ING Phoenix CFO of the Year awardee. To do the honors of introducing the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, may we call on the CEO and Chief Behavioral Strategist of Mansmith and Fielders Incorporated. She's also the chairperson of this year's Board of Judges, Ms. Chiqui Escarialgo.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of this year's Board of Judges, it is my privilege and honor to present to you the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, the Chief Financial Officer of Cebu Landmasters, Inc., no other than Grant Cheng.
CLI is shining the spotlight on what is really a very underserved market. And it's a market that has the purchasing power and has the persistent demand that we can all sell into. We've been recognized as the best developer in the Philippines by a panel of our peers in the CLI is shining the spotlight on what is really a very underserved market. And it's a market that has the purchasing power and has the persistent demand that we can all sell into. We've been recognized as the best developer in the Philippines by a panel of our peers in the Philippine Property Guru Award. So these are among the biggest achievements I feel that CLI has reached in the past few years.
Grant is also one guy who studies his craft very well, no? And if there are issues that's on his table, he makes sure that he is able to weigh things very carefully.
A great CFO acts like a partner to operations. This is where Grant and I mesh very well because we good synergy, meaning he knows what I'm doing, I know what he's doing, and I think it's the type of CFO that's open to learning and really getting his hands dirty in the operation.
I was very much impressed with the way he brought us through the process. And we thought it was going to be very difficult, but he made it very easy. Grant, I was so much impressed with him because he's very organized, very clear with his thoughts, and the process just flowed.
He's not just a CFO, again, focused on numbers, but he's somebody who can really bring us to great heights and change the game for us, given all these opportunities. He's such an open-minded person. He likes new things. That's how he will change the game. It's his finance hat, his positive attitude, and his drive for innovation. And I think that is game-changing.
You use finance as a tool to help lead and strategize the company. Our bar for integrity and ethics is higher because we hold the money. And there has to be no shred of doubt where your integrity and where your honesty lies when you're handling money. You have to be in control of your past, your present, and your future. It's a management philosophy of mine. The numbers are just a tool. It's a language. Knowing your numbers well simply allows you to translate what's happening on the ground into numbers that everyone should be able to understand.
So that's the good thing about him being the CFO who understands the operational side And when it gets translated to the numbers, he fully understands how it happened that way.
He can translate finance concepts into very simple language and keep everybody interested.
He was able to streamline the process in the accounting and finance departments, and he has organized them very well, such that his team is now working closely with other departments proactively in monitoring our budgets against target figures.
He's not just a person behind the numbers, he's a person who drives the numbers.
As a leader, he's very action-oriented. It's because of his very dynamic personality. He wants to get a lot of things done. He is a true business leader for us. He has a lot of energy, a lot of positivity and everything. So he's definitely there to drive our business further and to really take us places in the organization, looking at the other conglomerates that we're looking at, the other companies that we are aspiring to be. So definitely he is a catalyst for that.
Grant is really seen as the leader of all the finance operations. He was one of the extrovert CFOs that I've worked with, diba? I think those kinds of CFO work best because they can express themselves best.
His biggest contribution is really establishing the funding framework of the company. That's really one of the biggest strength ni Sibulan Masters na we come prepared and we understand fully how our business works.
He's able to provide meaningful insights and solutions that are meaningful and valuable to the company.
He was very instrumental and his ways were very remarkable. He brought a very successful ideas to the company when we had our initial public offering.
Awards and recognitions are great, but what really makes me happy is the feeling of a job well done. I see this as an organizational award. This award would not have been given to me had the organization not been in a position to put me in that place anyway. I'm very humbled and very honored for this award, but this is for the company and this is for everyone who has allowed me to be their leader and to be able to be put in a position where they actually allow me to set the strategy and the vision for how the financial aspects of a company should be run and managed. I've never stopped trying to be qualified and being good at what I do.
Youth brings with it its dynamism. You all know what's going on in the world. It's getting younger. The leaders of a lot of startups are younger. And it just means that traditional CFOs can also be younger. So he's sending actually a very good message to the youth that you can accelerate your success as long as you put in the time and remembering that being a successful CFO, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people that you are succeeding with.
He deserves this award and it inspires us to do more and hopefully inspires other companies, not just conglomerates, but companies on the same boat as us who are aspiring to be bigger than we are in the Philippines, but of course also in Bismin that we don't have a lot of opportunities versus the others. So it means a lot for us and I really truly believe that Grant deserves it.
Grant can have a much bigger role than just, well, the CFO, as important as it is. He can become a CEO also on some of our companies because we are growing. My deepest congratulations, what I thank you. We're happy for the honor that you are given for this award, but it is also very much our honor in Sibulan Masters. My family and also the entire CLI team congratulate you.
Let us welcome the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, Mr. Beauregard Grant Chang, Chief Finance Officer of Cebu Land Masters Incorporated. To award the Everlasting Light Trophy, a beautiful glass sculpture by the globally acclaimed glass sculptor, Mr. Ramon Orlina. May we request the following to join Mr. Chang on stage. Ms. Chiki Escarialgo, Mr. Hans B. Sikat, Mr. Michael Arcatomi H. Guarin, Mr. Augusto D. Bengzon, Mr. Enrique Victor Pampolina, Mr. Renan Piamonte. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, Mr. Grant Chang.
To the Phoenix board members and to the distinguished panel of judges in the search committee for this award, Mr. Toti Bengzon, Liaison Director and CFO of the Year Award Committee, and 13th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year winner, Mr. Jet Pampolina, Overall Chairman CFO of the Year Award Committee, ID 9936254 DLSU, College of Engineering, Velasco Building. Animo, sir. Mr. Renan Piamonte, Vice Chairman CFO of the Year Award Committee. Mr. Hans Sikat, Country Manager of ING Bank NV. Mr. Mike Guarin, Phoenix President. To all our distinguished guests and Phoenix members, to my beloved family, good evening. What can I say? It all feels surreal still. To be named the 2022 ING Phoenix CFO of the Year. To win this award for our organization and for everyone I have worked with and for everyone who have placed their trust in myself and in Cebulan Masters. This is truly a humbling and awesome honor. And my entire soul is just filled with gratitude. First, to my parents and my family who are here. You have raised me and instilled values that I still try to live up to this day. I know this makes you proud and happy. And finally, now you can brag on Facebook and Viber as you have bugging me for the last week. To my wife, Shella, and to my 3 children, Tyler, Lucas, and Elise, you are the center of my universe. I know you will watch this one day. And so I thank you for putting up with my long hours, my days away from home when I travel for business, and sometimes when my positive energy is used up by the time I get home. Just know that I love you all with all my life, and you are the reason why I always want to do better. To my Soberano family, Tito Jo and Tita Maros, to my brothers and sisters, Franco, Joey, Jamie, and Joby, if you're listening, I thank you for entrusting me with the honor and the responsibility of helping to lead and drive our company. You gave me this opportunity and believed in me from day one. And as I said, I have never stopped qualifying, trying to do better for this position. Every day, I actually think about what I have to do to continue to earn my position. And I know we will have many, many years ahead to grow and make a difference in many thousands of lives all over the country. To my finance team in Cebuland Masters, if you're watching live, thank you for giving me your trust and accepting me and my leadership. I have grown as a person because you have led me. And I've learned many things in leading our organization too. We accomplished many good things together. We continue to build our systems and processes and the tools to become a great company. We're literally putting up the building blocks of our institution. We've doubled in size in the last 3 years, even through the pandemic. We are now processing twice as many transactions, payments, collections. We're dealing with double the number of customers, managing many more projects in multiple locations. We went public, raised billions of pesos in funds, both privately and publicly, became a top taxpayer and helped thousands of families reach the important life milestone of home ownership. And as I say incessantly, we are learning how to be a great company. And you will look back and know that you, the finance team in CLI, played a crucial part in this. And more than just our accomplishments, my proudest and happiest moments are knowing that I have brought out the best professional versions of yourselves. Marivic Españo and Edith Dichao, thank you for believing in me and championing my candidacy. There you are, Edith. Hindi ka makulit, Edith. You've met your match sa kakulitan sa amin. Yes, we're nerds. I love the number 16. You know, it's 2 raised to the 4th power, 4 raised to the 2, so the base and exponent are the same. The next number that achieves that is actually quite high, no? So thank you for this. It's a square number too. No, but to the Phoenix organization, you know, Aljon and Mike putting this together, the PR team of Beyond Creatives, Maui, Mon, thank you for the great work in featuring me and our company. Alatang nasarapan kayo sa lechon sa Cebu. Ang ganda ng video. Thank you very much. So please indulge me for a while as I just talk a little bit about my journey. You see, finance is full of ironies. Companies that need the money the least often get the lowest interest rates and get bombarded with offers of liquidity. And the opposite is true. When you need it the most, it's hard to come by with liquidity. But perhaps there's no bigger irony than the fact that the most valuable commodity in finance is unquantifiable, and that is the value of trust. It is the bedrock on which our financial institutions, our monetary and currency systems are built. It can't be bought. It is not fungible. It cannot be transferred. It can only be earned. So if you'll allow me to share my guiding principles as a CFO for earning this trust. After all, if Phoenix wanted to open the doors for other CFOs, I think I owe it to the organization to share how I have opened that door. It's through 3 things. It's through repeated example, through sustained competence and excellence, and through committed effort. Put simply, trust is earned through actions. We have to work for it. By repeated example, I mean upholding our ethics and integrity. To my team listening, I always say this as a first qualifying criteria if you want to work in my team. As finance professionals, we earn trust through our lived values and our virtues, through your public and private character. I remember a lesson that I learned from a mentor earlier in my career. Do I look like someone that people will entrust their money with? Have I demonstrated that I'm trustworthy? And that is why I'm at home with Cebuland Masters and the family, knowing that we share the same virtues, that our ethics are consonant. And when it comes to character, you really cannot separate the personal and the professional. And that's the standard I wish I can instill in the company every day, that of a fiduciary. Sustained competence and excellence simply means having the skill set and discipline to perform your work well. So the first thing, you have to have good character. The second thing is you need to be skilled. You need to know what you're doing. And first things first, you master your fundamentals in accounting. Do you actually know how your books are built? What debit and credit transactions go in? How's your instincts in financial analysis? Do you know what the numbers are telling you? What stories are being told and what strategies need to be implemented? You need to be knowledgeable in myriad laws and regulations. Don't be shy. Read all the BIR memos. Read PFRS. Read the revised corporation code. It is all important in doing a job well done. Like I said, you have to work for it. You have to be fluent in capital markets and the investment industry. You have to understand how budgets and financial models are created, maintained, and more importantly, what they are telling you as the business is being implemented. Finally, you have to be on top of your data and information systems. Don't shy away from SAP or Oracle or whatever ERP systems you're using. You have to embrace it as the financial professional chief of your organization. Data is your lifeblood. And so, garbage in, garbage out, take care of your data systems. Finance is not a detached endeavor. As Franco said, we're partners. It is interwoven and an essential part of growing and governing any business. And being a good operations manager, like Franco, necessitates being a good finance person and vice versa. If you want to do well in the financial function, you have to have a thorough and comprehensive grasp of the business that you are managing financially. The last thing is committed effort. So you have a good character, you're a good guy, you're a skilled person, everyone knows that you're competent. Finally, you just have to work hard for it. You cannot rest on your laurels. You put in the hours, you give the work and your position the respect and the commitment it deserves to produce an excellent outcome. In finance, I've always believed it is never automatic. Money doesn't come easily. The hours and the effort that you put into your work, into your output, or lack thereof, will show in the final product. That's why when my team comes to me, they know that I'm expecting a good product and I will not accept a haphazard submission. CFOs must embrace the details and dive into the most basics of processes so that you know exactly how those reports are put together and no one can put a spin on you. So you're invested not only in the outcome, but in the institution and the processes that you have built. I hope these values that I personally want to live up to and have shared tonight can resonate with my fellow financial practitioners, that it can be relatable to anyone in the financial field, to businesses, big and small, entrepreneurs, all over the nation of any size and at any stage in their growth and development. And as I stand here to accept this honor, I am also acutely aware of the responsibilities and standards that are expected of me. Yes, I may be the youngest, but it means I also have the most years ahead that I have to live up to this award. But I will gladly accept it. My gratitude and appreciation for your recognition just serves as motivation for me to constantly become a better financial professional and uphold the standards of our profession that have brought me here. I look forward to representing our organization and our profession for many years to come and living up to this honor bestowed upon me. Thank you very much.
Chairman and CEO of CLI, Mr. Jose Soberano III, would have wanted to join Grant in today's ceremony. But due to other prior commitments, he sent a congratulatory message to Grant. Let us all watch this.
Congratulations, Grant. We are so proud of you. In behalf of Cebu Land Masters, we would like to extend our best wishes for this wonderful achievement, the CFO of the Year. I'm standing here on top of our headquarters in the Park Central building. You see the backdrop there of our beautiful golf course. It only means that we in Cebu Land Masters, we work hard and we play hard right there in the golf course. And that's only going to show the spirit of competitiveness that we are known for. And you're leading the way for us. Thank you for all this great effort, and now you are rewarded. We in the company and all the members of our team would like to emulate the standard that you have set. Congratulations. We're so happy and very proud of you. And thank you, a much big thank you to ING Phoenix for honoring us and for recognizing Grant to be your CFO of the Year 2022.
Once again, congratulations to our 16th ING Phoenix CFO of the Year, Mr. Grant Chang. To formally close this night's ceremony, may we call on Phoenix President, Mr. Michael Arcatomi Guarin.
Stay there, Grant. It's fine. So to Grant, good evening, Grant, to the Cheng family, to the Soberano family in attendance, to the board members of Cebu Land Masters, and to the senior management team members present, and of course to ING officers, country head, and to all of the officers in attendance, and obviously, of course, to all the Financial Executives Institute of the Philippines members, officers, directors, and trustees that are present. Good evening to all of you. And of course, to our past CFO of the Year winners, good evening. It's my pleasure to be in front of you today. This is a combination of closing remarks and toast. So may I ask everyone, hopefully you already have your wine glass with you, with plenty of wine inside, hopefully. Please stand up. All right, so I'll keep this short. It is my honor to close our memorable event this evening. To our star of the night, Mr. Grant Cheng, congratulations. On behalf of the Board of Judges, ING, and of course Phoenix, I would like to state the obvious. We are all proud of you. We are impressed with your achievements, your leadership acumen, and your ability to touch the hearts and minds of people you encounter. Given the short time that we had, we definitely felt it, and we felt your presence. I know that you already have a long list of achievements and accolades. May this award further inspire you to dream even bigger and to work even harder, to be better known as the biggest nerd in Cebu and in the industry, if such an award does exist. No? So more power to being the strategist, operator, catalyst, and steward of your company and in life. Welcome to an elite group of financial executives. We look forward to seeing more of you, and it will be easy to see you. You have been elevated to a higher plane of existence, where you are ever more visible, where the standards are more exacting and the expectations are so much higher. But again, remember the organizations that are here this evening, Phoenix, ING, and the companies that we represent. The same organizations who helped you reach this point will continue to be there when you need us, if you need us. And the individuals that are here present, enjoying with you, and supporting you, remember us, we will be there. So I would like to offer a toast for Grant. You have joined a special, an elite group of superstars, of megastars. Cherish where you are now. Cherish that position. Enjoy the company you are with. And most importantly, learn from them. Decades worth of experience and wisdom. As people look up to you, may you continue to inspire, to lead, and to grow. Grant, we believe in you. And as you mentioned earlier, job well done. Cheers to Grant. Cheers.
Hundred 25,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in a life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? And through that she learned, in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, and the way that he died. It's time now to sing out, the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love. Oh, you got to remember the love. You know the love is a gift from above. Share love, give love, spread love. Measure your life in love. Seasons of love. Measure your life in love. Seasons of love.
Good evening, everyone. We will now have the photo op with the